All right, guys, today I'm going to explain the Huntsville real estate market, except I'm going to explain it like I'm explaining it to a kid. So if you've ever wondered why houses cost what they do, why some homes sell fast, and why some sit forever, well, this video, it will finally make sense. Imagine the housing market is like a giant game of musical chairs, but instead of chairs, we have houses. So what happens? Well, everyone fights over the chair. That's basically what has happened over the last few years. Lots of people wanted to move to Huntsville because of all the tech jobs, space industry, growth happening here, but there weren't enough houses, so there weren't enough chairs. So when there are too many buyers and not enough houses, well, prices go up. So let's think about homes like toys, okay? Back in the COVID market, when you found a toy, you had to get the toy. Sometimes you didn't even get to do any research on the toy, you just had to get it. Again, in this current market though, it takes about 1 to 3 months for a home to sell, so you have a little bit of time to think. So let's say you go to the toy store, you find the toy. Instead of being sporadic and just buying that toy, you actually have time to go home, you could think about it, and then think about, are there any other toys that you want? But do keep in mind, it really does depend on the location here in Huntsville. Some homes are flying off the market, but the ones that are sitting a little bit longer, it does happen. Our average days on market fluctuate anywhere between 40 to, I would say, 75 days. Okay, now let's talk about something that people complain about, or should I say adults complain about all the time. Interest rates, bingo. Let's imagine you want to borrow money from your friend to buy a toy. Your friend says, sure, but if I give you the money, you're gonna have to give me the money back and then some. That extra money, that's what we call interest. So right now, the mortgage rates are around the low 6%. So let's translate that into this toy. Let's say you really wanna buy this toy, okay? You got all these other kids who also wanna buy this toy. And you're like, well, I wanna buy it, but I don't wanna pay back that much money to borrow the money for this toy. So I'm just gonna sit back and wait. Well, as soon as those interest rates drop, then what happens? Then all those other kids that also wanted that toy are gonna want the toy, and so are you. Now the person selling that toy to you, he's gonna charge more for the toy itself. So who has the power right now? Sellers, the kid selling the toy, or buyers, the kid buying the toy? Well, Huntsville is kind of neutral. We're right there in the middle. Homes still sell and buyers still buy. But buyers right now have more options and a little more negotiating power than they did during the crazy COVID market. So instead of a wild race, it's more like a normal game now. To wrap it up, let's review the Huntsville housing market like we're five. Lots of people want houses. Huntsville's still growing and will continue to grow. Homes take about 1 to 3 months to sell, and interest rates affect how many people buy, which means the housing market is basically just a giant game of who wants the toy. If you want to know what your toy, aka house, is worth or could sell for, or if you're thinking about buying a toy, aka a house, reach out to our team here at the Embry Group and we will help you navigate the process.